Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Wide With Declan. As always, we will discuss NASCAR-related topics, so let's get right into it. Our first topic is Hendrick Motorsports celebrating their 40th anniversary of their first win with 4 special schemes this weekend. So Hendrick Motorsports, if you do not know, 2024 is their 40th anniversary. 2024 is Hendrick Motorsports' 40th anniversary. Hendrick Motorsports, arguably one of the most successful, if not the most successful team in NASCAR history, currently fields 4 cars, the 5 for Kyle Larson, the 9 for Chase Elliott, the 24 for William Byron, and the 48 for Alex Bowman. They currently have 3 wins this year. Kyle Larson got it done at Las Vegas, and William Byron won Daytona 500 and Circuit of the Americas. So, Hendrick Motorsports, they're celebrating the 40th anniversary of their first win back in 1984 at Martinsville Speedway with 4 special schemes. And all 4 of them are just basically the normal design, but ruby red. So HendrickCars.com, Kyle Larson's HendrickCars.com scheme, but except the majority of the blue is ruby red. Chase Elliott's Universe scheme, but except majority of the green is ruby red. William Byron's Exalta scheme, from basically the same scheme that he won the Daytona 500 with, the same design, but majority of it is now ruby red. And Alex Bowman's ruby red Ally scheme to finish it off. And our second topic is Greg Gaulding arrested for violence crime, domestic violence crime. So Greg Gaulding last year drove the number 08 for SS Greenlight Racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He has yet to make a start this year in NASCAR, but he probably will not. But he will not make his first start of 2024 anytime soon, because it was announced yesterday that Gaulding has been arrested for a domesticated violence crime. Apparently, from what I heard, he got into a fight with someone, with a stranger on the road, or like something like that probably, and he was arrested. So he was arrested. Greg Gaulding is now indefinitely suspended by NASCAR. I've heard that Greg Gaulding. So that was a short segment, but Greg Gaulding arrested for a domesticated violence crime. Our final topic is Stewart-Haas Racing. Our third topic is Stewart-Haas Racing potentially selling off charters in 2025. So, if you do not know, Stewart-Haas Racing is a powerful, or used to be powerful, unbeatable 4-car team in the Cup Series, 4-car train. They have 2 championships, actually, one with Tony Stewart in 2011, the other with Kevin Harvick in 2014. But since their peak in 2018, Stewart-Haas Racing has been on the decline and getting to the lowest of lows last year in 2023, going winless for the first time in the Cup Series. Although Cole Custer won the Xfinity Championship, 2023 was considered a bust for Stewart-Haas Racing. Their last win in the Cup Series is all the way back in August of 2022. To put it into perspective, is back when I did the first episode of this podcast. That weekend, Stewart-Haas Racing went on to win with Kevin Harvick, which would end up being Harvick's final career win, and Stewart-Haas Racing's last win in the Cup Series as of now. And Stewart-Haas Racing, there was some talk last offseason about them potentially selling their charters. And now there's this. Already in April, talk about them selling charters. But now is when I think it might actually happen, because Stewart-Haas Racing is struggling to keep their 4-car organization all put together and on the track. So right now I'd say their Xfinity program is miles better than their Cup program, believe it or not. Their highest in points is Chase Briscoe, and I believe 17th place, just a couple 10 points or so out of the playoffs. But then we get Josh Berry's 27th, I think Noah Gregson's 30th, and Ryan Preece is 33rd or something. So certainly off to a bad start this year for Stewart-Haas Racing. Obviously, without Kevin Harvick, we knew they were going to be weaker. But if they did sell off a car, I'm pretty sure they would sell off the 41, because the 41 is like their fourth car. It's like the Haas car that doesn't have any outside sponsorship alongside United Rentals, but that is a like Ryan Preece Incorporated sponsor. And then Haas Tooling, which is obviously just Haas. And Tony Stewart has a drag racing team, and Gene Haas has a Formula One team to manage. So I think that might actually happen, that they might actually sell charters next year. And for our final topic, we have the weekend prediction. For the favorites for the Cup race, we have Kyle Larson, William Byron. Two, our already mentioned Hendrick cars have wins this year, very strong. The favorites coming into this race, I believe Byron is the favorite for this race this weekend. Denny Hamlin winner last week, Martin Truex Jr. And the Fords have not won this year so far, so maybe a Ford to look out for might be Joey Logano. Started in the back of this race last year, finished second at Richmond. He's a decent short track racer, so look for those guys. And now for your long shot of the week, brought to you by Original Big Shot Bob's. For the long shot of the week, we have Ty Gibbs. So Gibbs has won an Xfinity race. No, he's won an Xfinity race here back in the fall of 2022, which was the most controversial finish of 2022 in any NASCAR series, no doubt, when Ty Gibbs punted Brandon Jones into turn 1 and destroyed Brandon Jones' chance of making the next round of the playoffs. The crowd, Ty Gibbs, but he's a decent at this track. This is a good short track. He's been off to a hot start in 2024, so look for him to be the long shot. And now for the Xfinity Series, we have John Hunter Nemechek's not in the field. We have my pick to win the Xfinity race is Chandler Smith once again, because of the top two, Austin Hill is not that good of a short track racer, so look for Chandler to get it done. Now the Truck Series. I think Corey Heim will win the truck race for the second year in a row at Martinsville. Corey Heim will win the truck race. Hopefully it goes the full distance this time. Obviously, remember last year it was rain shortened. And so that's it. That is it for this week on 4 Wide with Declan. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and bye for now.